Welcome everybody, I'm Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, and we are going to be heading to Venice as well as discovering the Adriatic Sea in October of 2026. I want to tell you a little bit of detail about it, and you'll be able to read about that as well. See the video description for more information to be able to follow along. Our agent is Joanne O'Brien, assisted by Jody. They're working as a team. We also have an event planner that you know of. It's Karen, and she's putting together a package for us that is going to be a lot of fun. If you've seen our Nova Scotia tour adventure, you know that we're going to be packing in a lot of punch for your dollars, but also for your experience as well. So we're going to be kicking everything off on October 6th of 2026. If you want to come into Venice earlier, just talk to our agent and we will be able to hook you up with more detail on that, just in case you would like to come in and experience Venice on your own before joining our group. Finding a hotel in Venice was quite a challenge. To house our entire group, with the help of Karen and our agent Joanne, we were able to find one hotel. It's a Hilton property called the Molino Stuckey. It's a 5-star resort. It is amazing, and it still has the ambiance of Venice of what you would expect. And so our entire party is going to be having a welcome dinner the evening of October 6th. If you are experiencing jet lag, again, talk to our agent. You probably will be able to come in earlier. She can make those arrangements for you. Once we kick off that dinner, we are going to get the party started and have a good night's rest. And then on October 7th, we are going to then do something fun and fabulous as a group. Now, we can only take 90 people, so that means that if you're bringing family, they're also counting as that 90. And together, we are going to have an amazing day on October 7th, because half of our group will be split off to doing the gondolas. You never know, those gondoliers might sing to you as they're taking you through the canal, while the other half is going to do a fabulous pizza making course. Ugh, I can just taste it now. Actually, no, I can't. Can't wait to go. Once that is done, then you're going to switch places. So for those that were doing the pizza making, you're going to be doing the gondoliers, and hopefully the first group did not tire them out from singing, and the gondolier group from the first time will then be learning how to make pizza, you know, just the way it should be. Just delicious. We don't want to monopolize all your time while you're in Venice, so you'll have free time to be able to do things and know where to meet up. And we don't mind having your friends and family joining us on our experience. You should know though, we are an adult-based group. You should also know that you need to be able to walk. There's stairs, there's cobblestones, there's uneven surfaces. We are unable to handle scooters, wheelchairs, and walkers. And because it is a walking city, you need to be able to get your luggage from the water taxis to the hotel all on your own. So you got to make sure that you're keeping your luggage in mind, but also your mobility needs. As far as the cruise ship is concerned, the second portion of our trip, absolutely, we can handle your mobility needs, and our agent can talk to you about renting wheelchairs, scooters, oxygen, and anything that you will need on the cruise ship. On October 8th, we are going to be splitting in two once again. The first half of the group will go to Murano. Murano is known for glasswork, and so it's the island of Murano that's just off of Venice itself. And so I have been there. You have to see it. You're going to be immersed in the experience of actually seeing it in process, but also be able to purchase something if you would like to. We have actually Murano glass here. The other half is going to go to Burano. That's with a B. And I never have been there, but that's known for its lace work. And you're going to be going inside the Lace Museum while you're there and experience that. I have never been to Burano, and Karen says just the architecture, the colors, and everything is an Instagram amazing. I'm dying to see that. So once those tours are done, the first half that went to Murano is going to go to Burano, and then the people of Burano is going to go to Murano. We are going to be providing you all the water taxis to be able to move you around. So you do need to be able to get up and out of docks, up and out of boats in order to enjoy this tour. Of course, we want you to bring your crochet with you so that you can stitch. Maybe you were going to find a little nook and cranny while you're in Venice to be able to take some friends with you. If you're not bringing friends, guess what? When you travel with a group, instant friends like that. be able to explore together. I encourage you to stay within a group of people, because it's not only just about the crochet, it's not about Venice, it's about the connectivity of community. And that's what we develop when it comes to these crochet cruises and our community getaways that we're doing. For people that are moving on to the cruise ship, we are providing a bus transportation with your luggage to take you all the way to Ravenna. Now, for those that are just doing the pre-tour, your tour will end in the morning of this morning, and then everybody else carrying on is going to go to Ravenna with us. Karen found a little town tucked somewhere on the pathway called Comacchio, and you need to look it up on Google. Really interesting, really interesting. Karen has arranged for us to be dropped off while there is an eel festival, which is known for in this region. So you're going to be able to be part of that, but also we rented a private watercraft to take us on to a lagoon together as a community. Once we are done all that, we are going to get back on the bus, because you'll be leaving your luggage on the bus, and you are going to be going to Ravenna with us. While in Ravenna, we are going to be staying at the Grand Hotel Matley. It is a 4-star hotel in order to accommodate all of our needs. With the welcome dinner that we're going to do, there's also going to be lively entertainment, but Karen's also encouraging us just to kind of get out of the hotel as well and to see the beautiful mosaics that are a part of Ravenna itself. Again, grab your phone, grab a camera, just immerse yourself within the creativity. So for those that are carrying on with our journey and doing both together, all of the rates include the following for the first half of the pre-tour. It includes your 3 nights hotel stay in Venice and 1 night in Ravenna. It will be English-speaking guides for when we need them throughout our tours. All tour groups and adventures will include pizza making, gondola ride, glass and lace museums, and the private lagoon cruise in Comacchio. Transfers will be included from the airport to Venice itself, so that you can be arriving there. And then we are also going to be providing transportation for our activities to be able to move you around with the water taxis when we have our certain things in play. We also have transportation being included from the hotel section once we get off there and get ourselves to Ravenna through a bus, and it's going to be that bus that's going to stop us in Comacchio in order to get it to go down to Ravenna. That's all included. We will be providing 3 dinners, 1 lunch, and 4 breakfasts throughout this whole thing. We did not want to provide it for everything because we think that you need to experience Venice, the street food, the vendors, the restaurants, and everything. So we're not providing everything while you're there, so that you have freedom to be able to eat the things that you want to try and love. All taxes and most of the gratuities will be covered by our party. We will tell you when they're not, so that you can tip appropriately if you feel the need to. And as always, Karen has some extra Crochet Crowd surprises rolled up her sleeve. I would love to tell you what they are, but I honestly don't know. I wasn't really listening, but it's a surprise. So we are going to be doing this together, and this will be the pre-tour for our Venice trip, and a few things that I need to mention right off the hop right now. So let's go through the ugly detail. You need to be able to walk unassisted and be able to carry your own luggage while you're in Venice. This means that we cannot handle scooters, wheelchairs, walkers, or canes. And the reason for that is that there's going to be stairs, there's going to be cobblestones, there's going to be uneven surfaces. You're going to have to lift yourself down into boats and back out on different types of watercraft, whether it's a water taxi or just the private boats that we have scheduled for that. So make sure that you do not sign up for this if you have those mobility needs. You will not have porter services to be able to move your luggage. So you're going to be very conscious about what you're packing to make sure that you don't overpack for yourself. Dress comfortably, and we will be giving you recommendations when we get closer to this to be able to what to wear while you're there. Wear your comfortable walking shoes because you're going to need it. So we are hoping for a great trip in that manner. So what's with the pricing? You're going to notice that it says CAD, that's short for Canadian, and I'll tell you why. Our new agent, Joanne, is based out of Ontario, Canada. And what we've decided to do for this particular adventure and going forward is to charge in Canadian dollars. Now I know we travel with a lot of Americans, and there's a reason for the Canadian dollars. And it's in a sense that if the roles were reversed, you have to understand where we're coming from. So for example, right now, $1,000 Canadian is only $732, something like that, in US dollars. So what happens with us is that whenever we charge in US dollars, the Canadians have to raise their price by 30% in order to compensate for the currency exchange. So I'm talking a lot about Canadian and US, but the fact is that this cruise and adventure is open to anybody around the globe. So we have people coming in from the UK already over to here in North America, but we also have people from Australia, Tasmania, and other great places on the globe. So this is opened up to the world for being able to do. You must book through our agent in order to keep our party entirely together and keep all of our bookings together as a group, because it matters, because we need to know that you're actually showing up. And finally, the rates are provided based on 2 people sharing 1 room. So we don't force that, but we do not force roommates either. So whether you want to bring somebody to make it more cost effective for you, or you travel as a solo, that's completely up to you. The solo rate is more because you are taking 1 room by yourself. And so whether that's on a cruise ship or whether it's in the pre-tour, that's completely on you on how you do that. So I do recommend that you bring somebody with you to make it probably cost effective, but also don't you think that an experience is best shared? You are coming with a group. We are known for half of our group actually traveling solo, so we're not objecting to traveling solo, but just make sure that you're aware that we will not hook up roommates together. We've had that experience in the past, and it has not worked out really well for some people, and so we want to avoid the drama. And you should really have somebody in your own room that you know and trust, that you can leave your belongings behind and realize that they're probably not going to be stealing from you or something. It has happened. So we no longer get involved with making roommates. I highly recommend that you do not go online and saying, I'm looking for a roommate, want to hook up and do something. You can do that, but if it goes sour on this trip with that particular person, that's going to be on you. We're not going to be able to separate you guys into different rooms in case that happens. And I hate talking about that stuff, but it's the reality. So we do have a great tour lined up. This is the pre-tour, and we are going to have a great time. And in the next video, we'll be talking about the cruise ship itself.